Okay.
Oh, I waved.
Keep this in and roll the footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Do you remember what you said in our last roundup was the most important room in a house?
Yes, I do. The bedroom. The bedroom, it's where you spend so much time. It's just, I love a cozy bedroom.
Yes, and it is fall, so I thought, what should we round up this week? And what's better than a cozy bedroom after a long day? I do understand your point to saying a bedroom should be priority. So today's video is 10 bedrooms that will inspire you. We have so many different styles, so many different feels, whether you like moody, modern, bright and airy, traditional,
all the things. And I think sometimes it's an afterthought. So this is a great video to say it's time to prioritize the bedroom.
Yes. In the comment, there's a pinned comment in this video, and you will see all the links to the tours, and you can also actually see images on our website. So if you're looking for more than just video, you want to study the images, maybe see shopping links, we have all that in the pinned comment. So enjoy, guys. This is a true retreat. I feel like if I lived here, I would feel like I was in a
spa.
Well, an Airbnb, and then I'd walk like a luxury one, like one that you would really pay a pretty penny to get into.
Yes.
And then a spa for the bathroom.
The spa bathroom. And I will say this is even more beautiful than it was in my head.
I feel like it looks pretty close to the renderings we drew. But
no, I because when you're in here, there's an atmosphere, there's a coziness, there's a feel, because we have this beautiful brick and cast stone fireplace on this wall that calls back to this massive brick wall behind this stunning 4-poster bed, and then there's just subtle hints of blue. It's not overdone. It's just, I wanted the most muted blue bedding, and I found that, and we spent a little bit more on that, but we were able to pair it with Target, and then voila. So the nightstands are actually made of metal. They're from Four Hands, and the dresser is actually within the same line, but it's made of a wood. And I just love everything about it. We had a little piece of art that fit perfectly, that was the homeowners inside of the bed frame. And we were really not sure about where to put the light.
Yeah, because the 4-poster bed was, if we would have done a chandelier, it would have run into the chandelier if we centered the light fixture. So that made a little bit of a complex decision, but we decided to do something a little simpler.
And we put it on the outside of the 4-poster bed, which is something that people do, as well as put in the middle of the room inside the 4-poster, but we chose to do it outside.
Yeah, and I'm glad. I think that's the right decision. I do want to call out the group that made the frame TV, or the art. So this is not a Samsung frame TV. This is actually a normal TV that we had a frame made. He's local in our area, but he sells online. These frame colors and quality, I mean,
it's great.
And
he's amazing.
They did the one upstairs too, so I'm going to link that in description. If you are looking to make a space feel updated, just frame your TV and it will feel so much better. So yes. I feel like they didn't need the TV. There wasn't really many options to put the TV, and so this made sense. So we needed to make sure this didn't dull down the design. So that was a very important decision, worth the investment, but overall, I would say I'm very proud to have found that company. We have no commission, no benefit to sharing it other than just we love working with them, and I feel like they have quality. So if you're on the hunt for it. Speaking of small business quality, no commission, we love to shout out. We love to shout out our friends at Antiques and Vintage. These doors, they actually cleaned these up a little bit more. So a lot of times their doors are a little bit more distressed, and they sanded the doors down to make them a little cleaner.
Put a little bit of a tinted sealer, I think, a little stain, but not much.
Yeah. Okay, this is your favorite room.
Yes.
Was it the first you designed?
It was, yeah. So the first favorite season is autumn. So it kind of came together more organically. We knew we wanted to color drench the rooms. The challenge was the ceilings are dark with the stain that we picked throughout.
Yeah.
So we knew we needed a moody mocha color. So we went with Wicker Basket by PPG.
Yes.
And we added this huge barn door to kind of ground the room and really distinguish the color differentiation, so you don't feel like everything's brown. You can actually see the different tones in the wall color, because it kind of does pull a little plum.
Yeah, it does. When you said plum, because at first I was like, it's brown. Is it? It's like a chameleon color.
It is. And it's good to know, like, just for yourself personally, if there are colors that you feel like you have a natural aversion to, I think, if I'm honest, mine is probably yellow.
Okay.
So if you know that you're looking at a paint color, you can kind of see if it leans a little more yellow, or maybe it leans a little more magenta. For my people who love their reds, there are reds that lean more plum, more cherry. There's all different kinds. And so sometimes really nailing it down is just the difference between a couple different numbers in the paint code.
Yeah.
And it really does make a huge difference.
Yeah. Okay. I think a theme in the bedroom is poster beds.
Yes. So in this home, we knew there were going to be guests. And so we wanted beds that were low to the ground. Also another nod to like the kind of mid-century modern. But we went with like these grand, very sturdy 4-post beds. They're from Pottery Barn.
Okay.
And nothing can go underneath, which if you're a mom,
yes,
it's like dreams.
Good. Okay.
So nothing goes to die.
No.
Which is very important.
Nothing gets lost. No.
If you stayed at an Airbnb that doesn't have things that go to the floor, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Have you ever looked under there? Just don't. 0 stars. Don't recommend. So we wanted things that were close to the ground. So we found these, and then we found out they came in also another style that doesn't have the post.
Okay, you also mixed some green in here, which is nice because it goes into the bathroom.
Yeah, so we went with like a moody velvet light blocking velvet curtain. And I will tell you this tip, they're from Half Price Drapes. They're fantastic. Shout out, y'all are awesome. Very grateful for them.
Yeah.
They've nailed it with their textiles. They're very luxurious, very sustainable, and super cost effective.
Well, and they're tall, so they make the room look bigger. One of the things that is most overwhelming in sharing content, being a business owner, and doing all the things that we do is staying connected to our customers, our community, our audience, everybody that we really hope to serve. But today I do have a solution for that. Thank you, Bravo, for sponsoring today's video. So when I found out all the options that Bravo had, it really is an all-in-one marketing platform. Email campaigns, automation, SMS. Bravo makes it so simple. And you get to see your analytics to make sure that all of it is working out so you can tweak and get even better at connecting with your community. The emails are so easy. You can literally drag and drop, so you don't have to be tech savvy, and it comes together just beautifully. Also, they have AI to help you tweak, and it's like having your own marketing team even when you don't. If you're looking for ways to simplify and connect with your customers and community, Bravo is the way to go. If you want to give it a try, you can do that on their website. And also, if you would like to save, you can save 50% off the first 3 months of their starter or business plan using the discount code FARMHOUSE. Thank you, Bravo, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, I feel like there's so many little inspiration nuggets in here, but you already told us a little bit about your headboard, and I think that's big enough now.
So I knew that I wanted a statement headboard, and I knew I wanted it to be floral. I wanted layers. I wanted pattern on pattern, but I still wanted it simple.
Yeah.
Ish. You know, like not
Not
too busy.
Yeah.
And so I was researching and trying to find a headboard and a fabric I liked, and they're all so expensive.
Yeah.
And so I kind of had just put it to the side and was moving on to other things. And we were at an estate sale, and I saw this bedspread, like literal, like it's like that itchy stuff on the underside. And I was like, that's it. And so I bought it for $20, and we YouTube videoed a tutorial on how to make a upholstered headboard, and so
Voila.
Now I have
There
to
it
ask
is.
you, when you say that's it, does Matt ever say no, it's not?
no,
He gets you.
he didn't. I didn't specifically at that moment say that's the headboard, because I
Yes.
kind of had put it over here. I just loved the fabric,
Yes.
and was like, I need that. Like, I
Yeah.
want that fabric. I'm not sure at this moment what I'm going to do with it, but I want it. And then on the drive home, I was like, oh my gosh, it's the headboard. And so we made it like the next day.
But he just goes with it because he trusts
Yeah,
you.
I mean, he's like, really, you're gonna buy somebody's old blanket at an estate sale, you know,
Yeah.
and put it by our heads?
Yeah.
And we are, and I did wash it multiple times. But
Okay.
It's so pretty.
It's
and, yeah.
beautiful.
So, and it's the statement I needed. The colors are right for the whole house, and so, yeah.
It's perfect.
Then you did the scullery wall,
Mm-hmm.
which also just adds so much character. And you told us how you found that.
Yes, I just searching Pinterest, and I can't even remember what it is called. Something. It's like gallery rail
Okay.
or something like that. It has the little chains. In real ones, they're hanging on the actual chains, like away from the wall. But because I used my curtain rod, it was set
Yeah.
too far out. So I just had to kind of make a faux
But
one.
it looks great.
And so, yeah, it blended my TV, which will eventually have art on it, so that it just kind of created like a
Yeah.
more blended.
Yeah. and
Gorgeous.
This piece was in your living room at your old house, and I think that's a cool example on how furniture doesn't have to live. Like, this does not have to be a dining table. It doesn't
Right.
have to be an entry table. It doesn't have to be. It can be a bedroom. I don't even know what to call.
Well, and I think that's what adds character to, and what is kind of that wow factor for homes, is when you use things in an unconventional way.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people wouldn't just put like a farm table in their bedroom.
No.
But
Yeah.
it works in here, and it's simple. I had a big hutch in here, and it was heavy and just, again, didn't feel good. And so we brought this in, and it's light and just less.
Perfect.
you
Yeah.
know?
So never give up. If something
No.
doesn't work,
And-
just keep going.
And move stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Like, we've been here since April. And I mean, even up until last night, we're just like moving things to here, you know, just because it just didn't.
Feel.
Yeah, just be patient, work it out until you like it. And
Yeah.
you don't have to get rid of your stuff. Move it around. Like I said, I have a whole attic full of like end tables and shelves, and
Can we
that
go
I
and
sure
take from
go
that?
for it. That I switch stuff
Yeah.
out. And, you know,
Yeah.
if I see a table for $12 at an estate sale, it may not work right now, but it will eventually.
Yeah, that's great.
So I always have options.
Yes. Okay, the color people are going to be happy in here as well, because there's pops of colors, more pink and blue, so pretty. And I think something that's really fun is the textures, the carpet,
Yeah.
the wallpaper.
The wool carpet's amazing again. And we're going back to aesthetics now. Shelby doesn't like when I get gushy.
No, I'm okay with the gushy. I love this story. This is kind of fun because normally when we interview the homeowner, they're the ones telling the story, and we're the ones telling the story, and you are really connected. So I like it, but you gotta have the mix of both.
You do. And so we're back to the aesthetic. And Tammy's daughter, Jessica, who we adore, also has a love for design and an eye for beautiful furniture pieces and
Bringing things back
to life. And so she and her husband did this stunning dresser, and I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm sure Jess could tell us. But
the hardware, the
hardware
color.
painted it this beautiful, and it actually just makes this whole space sing on this wall with the frame TV again inset into the wall.
So her company is Lauren Douglas. We love that. I was like, why is it called Lauren Douglas? It's both their middle names.
Yeah.
So it's a fun way. They do, I'm pretty sure,
They ship
furniture.
Yeah.
So if you see a piece that you love on their Instagram, I'll have the Instagram linked in the description. I love the things that they've transformed, and it's all really character rich, but can be mixed in a modern aesthetic or a more vintage. So that's the fun thing about it, is you don't have to have a particular style to be able to resonate with this. But older pieces that have been brought back to life have a lot higher quality than what we're seeing mass produced today. So that is why I love what they're doing.
I do too. I love it. And then Tammy's bed is backed up to this luscious, beautiful, again, textured wallpaper. It's like a grass cloth, but it's in this beautiful, stunning blue. And she's just got a beautiful linen headboard and yummy linen bedding. And then
yummy and luscious. We have done so many tours, and I think because we're normally asking questions and people are describing their stuff.
Well, I am using the words that Tammy uses. So because Tammy is not in view, she would call this yummy and luscious. And so therefore, I am calling it yummy and luscious.
It is yummy and luscious. It is just so funny because the verbiage is...
Yeah, it's not mine. It's what Tammy would say. So I'm trying to give you a piece of her heart too.
So this is your primary bedroom, and it has a lot of amenities, not just a bed, to sleep in, but also basically a spa and a gym and a good sized closet.
Yes.
So tell us about your vision for this space in general.
Yes. So we went with the vaulted ceiling over here. That was something that we don't have in the addition. We thought, that'll kind of elevate the master, vaulting the ceiling in here. And then we wanted to continue with all the windows along the back, just like in the first part of the house. There's so many windows along the back because the sun sets and you can see the lake seasonally. You can see the lake. And it's just pretty, like there's just so much greenery, privacy. And so we definitely wanted to add the windows and the double set of doors to be able to go out to the backyard there. So,
well, we love interior design, but if we could just hire you to come and make our beds, because you have such an eye for mixing layers
that's hard. It's hard to do. And I actually we went to the Swiss Avenue home tour this year, and I was appreciating that and noticed, okay, how are they doing it? Okay, quilt, then a comforter on the end. Like, it just looks so cozy. And I was like, what are they doing? And I paid it, but I'm like, this requires a lot of bedding.
It really does.
To get that look.
It does.
And it's summer. This is not practical, people.
But it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. So we can just throw it all off. It's like the whole throw pillow thing, but now it's like all the quilts and blankets and comforters. You just throw it all off and find the space for it.
Well, also textiles. This rug is amazing. Where's this from?
I actually found this on Facebook Marketplace.
Wow.
I needed a big, I don't know the size of this room. I should know that, but it's big. And so I was like, we need one that has some good coverage for the room. And I saw this and I was like, that's a good size. I like the colors in it. And, Facebook Marketplace is hit or miss. And because I don't even think she listed where this was from. I've gotten other ones on there that I'm like, that's going to have to go to the trash. But this was a good one. Clean home, and it was hardly used. And it's actually very comfy. It's like a soft.
It's so soft.
I'm barefoot here, and I keep going wiggling my toes.
And it looks durable. It's not gonna. The kids aren't gonna ruin it. And it'll be fine. It looks kind of worn. I don't know. So, but at Facebook Marketplace is where I found it.
It's got a Lulu and Georgia vibe.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So it was just a good find on there.
So is this dresser
built in?
That's built in. We wanted to do many things. We actually were going to do a whole built-in system on that wall. Then it was kind of tricky with the arch. And then when it got closer to finishing up, and we were like, if we do list it, do we want to do all of that work? And so then we were like, but we need to, that's like 7 feet long, you know? And so finding a dresser that we would like in here we were just like, let's just have him build it. So the cabinet guy did that built in, but we wanted it to look like a dresser, you know, like we didn't want it to look like, oh, these are just built-in cabinets. I don't know. And just have it more of like a dresser feel.
Yeah.
So with the design of with the knobs and everything.
Well, it
So
does.
it turned out,
It's really cute.
Hey! How are y'all? How are y'all enjoying your stay in Nathaniel?
Love it.
Loving the Nathaniel.
Totally different, right?
Totally different. And I need to be cautious with the word favorite because I feel like
I know.
it's like kind of like in a house, every house has a room with a different vibe. Like
Yeah.
this is the moody one. Tell us about who is Nathaniel.
Yes. You know, it's funny you say that. People always ask me, what is my favorite? It's like your children. You have 3 too, where it's like, which child is your favorite? Who's acting right? So what kind of mood are you in? But Nathaniel is so dreamy, so dapper. He's the man that wears the morning suit. He studied in London. He maybe even worked there, and he's bringing his treasures back. So the Bingham, Captain Bingham actually worked at the predecessor of the Dallas Morning News, and then he owned his first newspaper in town, the Inquirer. So that's why we have the little typewriter in back. But you cannot miss this Divine Savages wallpaper out of the UK, and it's actually velvet poodles.
Velvet poodles. I need that.
Does it come in different colorways?
Yes. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness, because you know my kids.
a poodle girl.
I'm a poodle girl.
This is your wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Well-
it just kind of gives that kind of moody, kind of British vibe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, okay, do we know the green that corresponds with the poodle wallpaper?
No.
We don't know. But
Did
we
you
are
match
gonna-
it?
Yes, I believe Cassie and Signe color matched it.
It's
Perfect.
so good.
And you know, when you're designing a room, sometimes you sometimes want to lean white, maybe do an offset, but that was one of the things. Again, you're going to keep seeing that repeat that we did, color drench.
Mm-hmm.
And when you walk in and there is no natural light, it's moody, but then you add, open the curtains and it feels fresh and chic.
Yes.
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 And so where did you source many of your furnishings? You said
Yeah.
there was Facebook Marketplace
Yes,
involved.
Yes,
And
trying to find these antiques. The one thing that was most important in this room, of course, this is the visual comfort chandelier that we see, but it's classic and I loved it. That was our big splurge. But antiques like the headboard, you can't see it quite as well with caning. That was sourced out of California. And then I have to give just a shout out to the most gorgeous mantle. This is my favorite. It's tiger wood. It actually came from a historic house in downtown McKinney. It just, the way they renovated, it wasn't going to stay. And I was like, I have to have these. And I laugh about these chairs. So my husband is an attorney and has worked with his father many years. And I could not find the perfect chairs for this room. And I walked in to go visit how I couldn't find chairs. And then I stood up and I was like, wait, I'm taking these chairs. And they're perfect.
They're like
lawyerish.
Yes.
Very.
And which is, I feel like Nathaniel, he would love these chairs.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what is Nathaniel's email? Like, what does he tell you that he likes?
Just telling him how he just likes, I said dapper, and he's just very, he's the one that wants to go downtown and just be in Rick's bar room and listen to music and just be with friends, just that outgoing, the man you always dreamt about when you were reading Teen magazine back in the day.
Yeah.
That even still exists.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But just very dreamy and just put together. And what I'm trying to teach my own son, just be a Southern gentleman.
Yes.
To say yes, ma'am.
Okay, so your primary suite is amazing, and we came in and we just couldn't stop talking about the color on the wall, and I know that's going to be a comment, so go ahead and share about the color.
The accent wall is Evergreen Fog by Sherwin-Williams,
It's so good.
and it's perfect.
It's so good. It kind of comes off a little blue, and now I'm over here and it comes off a little green. It's like
So that might be something that you would look at if you were going to paint an accent wall, that color is what it does in your light. But in your light, it's really perfect.
Yes.
Magical. And I love it like with the gold, and you have a lot of gold in here. And I want to talk about the sconces on both sides of your room are amazing. So where are these from?
That was actually an Amazon find, and they're LED, so they're not like hardwired into the wall.
Okay.
I didn't want something permanent
Yeah.
because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna always love it. So Amazon, I have those linked too. So.
Okay, and then what about these?
And then the candle sconces are from CB2.
Which I'm getting on and ordering them as soon as we leave.
I know. I was trying to think, where do I
cute.
have to do that? I feel like
So
maybe over
cute.
my fireplace or something.
They're darling. Yeah, that would look great.
Can I? Is it too much?
No, those would be never
too much.
be too much. But I also love, this is not easy for everyone to pull off a gallery wall because I've tried multiple times and I just take it down and then I try to put it back up again with various things and then I take it down. And I finally decided I'm scrapping the gallery wall. But I do love it when someone does it well, and this is perfect. So where do you find your art pieces?
So these art pieces are from Etsy, and they sell them like in a bulk of like 20 different designs. And then you kind of get the file. And then I sent the files, like when I saved the photos on my phone, I uploaded them to a website that does the frames, and then they just kind of did them for me.
What's the website that does the frames?
It's called Frame It Easy.
Frame It Easy.
Wow.
Is on Etsy, is it like North and Finch or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah,
actually.
I've seen it and I feel like, where can I put a gallery wall?
I did not know that they put those together for you. That's great. I might do a big gallery wall.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll happen.
Yeah,
That's
if
amazing.
you're afraid, that's a good option. They've done all the legwork for you, and this looks so collected. Like you would never think
Right.
this. I thought you went
Exactly.
to estate sales and
Which I've done
Roundup.
before.
Yeah.
I love your rug. Is it vintage?
It is. It's a Turkish rug, and it's by Revival Rugs.
Oh, we love
I
Revival.
love Revival, and I love the blues. This is good. And then vintage piece here.
And that was from a neighbor at my old house. They just gave it to me, and I was like, sweet.
So good. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and a beautiful big mirror in
Mirror,
the
I was gonna
corner. And so, I mean, sweet little desk area and
Perfect for quiet time.
yeah, it's just awesome. Tell me though, real quickly about your window placement. I know, you know, that's kind of a bold move to have windows all around, but you're in the country, and so it's a great view from the bed. And so I love that you've done windows everywhere on the side of the bed. Was that intentional for the view?
It was, yes. I wanted, well, when we first decided to build a house, me and my husband were like, we want windows everywhere. And so that was obviously a huge thing. So we had two, and then we wanted to be able to switch our bed over here if we ever wanted to. And so I pushed one to the corner and just did a double. And instead of putting one right in the middle of this wall.
I was thinking that because my window kind of boxes in where our bed is, and I wish you could kind of move it around. So that was smart too.
Yeah, it's great to intentionally build with thought for later like that. And another thing about your windows is you have both a black frame in the front and you have white frame in the back. So you can do that. And are they consistent on the outside, everything?
Oh, everything on the outside is black. Frame. Yeah. And then the main great room is the black inside.
Were you doing that? Did you save money doing that?
I did.
Yes.
Very expensive.
But it looks good too because you
yeah.
have like white and cream linens and so the white I think is better.
It's perfect in here.
So.
So what's your favorite thing in your new bedroom?
Probably the doors. I love having those doors. They open into a dog run. We can just let the dogs out there, especially if it's late at night. I don't know. I just love the doors.
Okay, speaking of doors, you have another set of doors that came from Antiques and Vintage, which is our favorite. Shout out to Greg. We actually have a full shop with us video, and I have doors from him. You have doors from him. We're using the doors in other projects. So if you're ever looking for some amazing. It is. So, and they're affordable.
Yeah, again, Shannon, I think my favorite is the mix of old and new and how you've thrifted and found stuff, but also, again, even the textiles and the artwork, and you even can't tell from the original and the new and the old artwork you have because you get things off of Etsy and then you zhuzh it up. I mean, tell people about how do you find these things? How do you go about putting these eclectic pieces together?
Give them the exact stuff.
Well, you know, it's really hard to thrift or find artwork. I mean, you can find them in antique stores, but then the colors are off or they're really, really expensive. And I hate to invest that much money in a piece of art because I like to change.
Yeah.
And if I spend way too much money on a piece of art, then I'm not going to feel comfortable when I get tired of it just changing it. So I always just look on Etsy and search vintage, art, vintage summer art, vintage winter art, or whatever it is that I'm kind of looking for. So that right there, that is not a painting. It's actually from Etsy. I printed it on canvas paper at my local Office Depot. And then once I assembled it on the frame, then I just took Mod Podge and made brush strokes all over it to make it appear to be a painting.
Yeah. So our viewers are always asking, like, where can I source that? Where can I find this bedding? But you're just all over the map. So you've got Home Goods, you've got for bedding, you have pillows from even Amazon.
Oh, even Amazon. Or better yet, those summer pillows on my bed right now, the green and blue ones, I found at Belk. So
she's a treasure hunter, which is a skill.
Yeah. And I don't mind treasure hunting at new stores and old stores. I don't care. I'll treasure hunt anywhere.
It's a fun story. When I was imagining what these spaces could be, I really drew inspiration from my childhood. And so I picked names from fictional characters from my childhood and named each bedroom after them. And so there's a little brass plate at each door. And so like the primary suite is called Ms. Longstocking. Have you ever heard of somebody named Pippi Longstocking?
Yes, I saw your quote. It's just perfection.
Yes. I mean, Pippi, when I was a little girl, to me, she stood out. She was strong. She wasn't afraid to stand up to the boys. She wasn't afraid to question things. I was total tomboy. But Pippi emerged into my life via books and, television shows. And then her hair, like who wore, red pigtail braids, and I just thought, because you know what? She is not worried what everybody else thinks. Yeah. And for me, for that reason, Pippi is my hero, because she said, I'm going to do what's in my heart. Yes. And I'm going to be truly authentic to who I am and to myself. And so she wore those red braids, in pigtails. And, who ever imagined a million years I would wind up with 2 of my 5 children with bright fire engine red hair.
Really?
So I've got some Pippi in my life in all sorts of ways. Goodness. And so that the primary suite is very bright. It's very relaxed, modern, organic, but it just pays, tribute to this inspiration from my childhood and really just honoring and embracing things that impacted me.
So we are in your primary bedroom, and I don't even know how to describe it, because you have that vintage feel, but then it's minimal, which makes it kind of modern, and the high ceilings and So tell us about your design process here, if you have any, other than just being amazingly creative.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, our previous bedroom was like over the top Victorian antiques, fluff, very feminine, romantic room. And I just wanted to go in an opposite direction. I wanted to be very minimal, but still feel very, serene and relaxing and calming, kind of like being at a spa or something. So I just got rid of most of the furniture and just kind of went with natural colors. And
yeah,
it's amazing. And then this wall, you have done a stencil, and it's very muted. So when you walk in, you would miss it, except it's the entire wall.
It is the entire wall, yes. And I love this prayer. It's the prayer of St. Francis. And I've thought that's what I want to be the first thing I see every morning when I open my eyes. Well, I kind of forgot that I wear contacts and I can't see anything first thing in the morning. So after I get my contacts in, then I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's great. And you also have a scripture from Galatians, a smaller one above your table.
Yes,
The same one.
And a lot of people will walk through the room and not even notice that, and that's fine too. But I like that it's subtle, but it's there.
It's
wonderful.
a good reminder, but it's not, because sometimes those type of details can like overtake it, but it's just like in the background and really sweet.
Beautiful.
Okay, and I love the dream in
Thank
the
you.
metal.
It's like, I didn't want a lot of stuff, but I still, you still want creativity. And so that was just like found that in New York at ABC Carpet. I think a lot of people make them now though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your chandelier, is that, I know.
Look at it. It's amazing.
It was vintage, or it is
It
vintage?
is vintage, and it's like I love crystal chandeliers, but if they're new and they can be a little kind of
Gaudy.
Yeah. So I was like, I wanted to look for one that was just really crusty, rusty, and I just like that whole juxtaposition of really ornate, but it's been around a while.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, what was your favorite room?
Why you put me on the spot? I love all of them. But my biggest thing when I'm even looking for my own room or if we're going on vacation is I just like a really poofy duvet, a poofy bed.
Yes.
So who has the poofiest bed of all?
And that's your pick?
Yes.
You decide. Who has the thickest duvet insert? I think my favorite, I don't know. I lean more traditional, and so I honestly, I don't know if I can pick a favorite in this. Like, TMKF home is fun if you want it to be like a little bit more coastal traditional. I love the color of the Rosie home. I mean, she's got a great, it's not all the time that we get, but we did have also Urbanology has a black bedroom. So we had a little bit of everything, and I'm going to stand with you actually and not pick a favorite because I love them all. So,
But you tell us, which one would you choose?
yes, I hope you enjoy. If you'd like to see more roundups, we do have these. We have a kitchen roundup. We have outdoor spaces. If you want to see that, we even have genius hacks. I'm going to actually leave this one. Genius things in 10 Dallas homes. We'll be right here. So enjoy, guys.